everybody. So this is our Q&A, if you want to call that. Welcome to our Virtual Summit 2019 video podcast, which is really what it is. And we know a lot of you are busy, holiday shopping, or just enjoying your Saturday. And so we want to say a few words to everybody who has participated in our 5th Virtual Summit. I have to say we're very excited and grateful that so many of you have participated. In particular, we'd like to thank our wonderful keynotes and speakers. Of course, we couldn't do any of it without you. In addition to the speakers, obviously, our attendees are extremely important. And we have quite a few this time around. Aramis, how many do we have?
We have close to 400 registered. And right now, as I see, there's about 12 in the virtual summit right now watching videos.
That's cool.
So that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. And I actually have to catch up on a few myself that I haven't seen. But the beauty of this type of format is that you can watch them anytime and anywhere on demand. And the Q&As that we'll continue to have are the fun part, because they're live and we can actually see people and get some interaction going. So the next round we'll promote it with perhaps a little more time. Well, in my thanking, I would like to also thank our advisory board for helping us select our wonderful speakers. In particular, to name them in particular, are Dusty Gedge from the UK, Matt Dillon from Australia, Jerry Sumi from Slovenia, and here in the US, Liz Morris and Marianne Ullman. But I also want to thank Aramis, who is not officially on our advisory board, but I think I'm going to put him there because he's responsible for 3 of our keynotes. The excellent keynotes from Henry Gordon Smith, Kong Jen Yu, and Councilman Rafael Espinal Jr. He contacted those 3 luminaries, and if you haven't seen their videos yet, they're really good.
What about Chris Jones? Did I do Chris?
What?
Chris Jones too, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, and quite a few more.
Well, you
Chris
know what?
Jones,
You forgot to say Joanne Rodriguez from Michael.
Oh, I sure did. And Joanne Rodriguez is also here in the U.S. on our advisory board. That was good. Yeah, they devoted quite a few hours recommending keynotes, recommending speakers, and we thank them. We thank them for their service.
And we're still missing some videos.
We are missing videos.
We're promised. Liz, Fernando, Sharif, Marianne, Walter, and Zoe. You know who you are. It'll be nice.
We're not naming people or anything, but
we're still hoping that you'll send us your video because I know they're going to be great.
Yeah.
So
no, they will. This is actually the first time we've had so many late speakers sending in their videos. I mean, maybe because it's, we've extended it, people feel more comfortable being late, and that's okay. We all have reasons. Mine was late. Mine wasn't available on November 1st. I think it was mid-November. So, that's okay. And that's also the other thing with this format. It's a little more forgiving than a live conference. So as long as we get them, we're good, because they can always be viewed. And that's part of the beauty, is over time, the number of views just continues to go up and up on it.
So what we ended up doing is, because I look at all the news information on a daily basis, I come across a lot of videos that some have a lot of views and some don't. And so we decided to add those videos that we thought were worthy of this conference. And we created a section right below the agenda that says, in case you missed these videos, you can watch this. I think we have about 12 there. They're really cool videos that we recommend everybody to watch.
All pertaining to the theme of our conference, which is cooling a warming planet with living architecture. And
then you came up with the idea of adding videos from the past.
Yes, yeah, because this is our 5th virtual summit, and we have, I don't know how many videos we have, 150 or I don't know, from awesome speakers from across the world. And it's just another way to highlight them. And I'll be changing them every week, probably on Thursdays. And I'll highlight 2 videos per year, starting from 2011. through 2017 from the previous virtual summits, just to give you more videos to watch and something new to look forward to. And we should mention and congratulate, hopefully I'm saying this correctly, Greta Thunberg, as we would say here, for her nomination of Time's Person of the Year. She's an incredible spokesperson for climate change, and the fact that she's a young person just makes it more exciting. So we did include one of her videos, and of course it's very timely, and hopefully we can all act on that. And we're actually very thrilled that there are so many organizations out there who are worried and concerned about the warming planet and offering ways to cool it. And of course, we're big promoters of living architecture and green infrastructure, using living, breathing plants to cover our buildings inside and out. And that's certainly one way, one small way perhaps, but if enough buildings are greened, we can certainly make a difference. So we'd also like to acknowledge all the leading architects, landscape architects, horticulturalists, other designers, government officials, people who are promoting green roofs and green walls across the world. Keep up the good work. And I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Aramis.
No, it's good.
Man, a few words. What can I say? So I also wanted to say that we are extending free registration through January of next year, which is coming up, for many reasons. One, because this is the most popular virtual summit that we've ever had. Like Aaron said, we're close to 400. I'm sure we will easily get another 100 by the time January rolls around. And since so many people are late or have just submitted, we have a few videos in queue that we've received in the last few days that we have to, edit and brand and all that, and they'll be up in just a couple of days or so. So for those reasons, we're extending the free registration through January, and we'll have a second and perhaps third round of Q&As scheduled in mid-January is what we're planning now. And we'll have other live social media events.
Which you mentioned, we were looking forward to talking to Henry Gordon Smith.
Oh yeah.
Architecture, but he wasn't able to join us this morning. He had some conflicts with a flight. So
yeah, his flight got delayed.
Him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
His presentation was very interesting, and we were looking forward to speaking with Harry. He's a pretty cool speaker.
Yeah, so, he is. He's very good and very methodical. Thank you.
Maybe we can get him maybe next week whenever he's available. I think that would be interesting to you and I.
Right, and his keynote is very, very timely too.
Right.
The economics of vertical gardening and urban ag farms and all that. Going back to the Expo, do you want to talk about the Expo?
Yeah, so with the Expo, we have a couple of ideas. Because of the success of the conference, we are extending the dates, like Linda said. And so there's still time to exhibit. There's still time for you to, as a company, to want to be able to take advantage of what we have to offer. We do have over 400 registered. Those are leads that you can that you will receive. You will continue to expose your brand and be able to hopefully participate in that way. We tentatively have a schedule, an Expo day for this Wednesday coming up. I have yet to confirm with the exhibitors, but I will be calling them on Monday, and hopefully they'll be open to the idea. And if the day doesn't work, we can always move it to another day. But I think that's another opportunity for the participants and for the exhibitors to connect via video and let them know about some of the projects they have going on. So if anything, if nobody does show up because everybody's busy, we record this session, we edited it, and we put it online so people can watch it at their leisure. So
right.
It's not a waste of effort either.
Yeah, what we want to do is get 1 or 10 or however many people they want to have on their team, talk about their company, what they offer, the services and products, the projects that they want to talk about that they're currently working on, and maybe plans for the future. But we certainly do appreciate our sponsors. First, we should acknowledge Henry being our very early sponsor. So we appreciate that. And then we had American Hydrotech come on board, as well as Green Roof Blocks. And to our exhibitors, we'd like to thank Rooflight and G-Sky and Live Roof, Live Wall, both of them. So thank you for your support. We couldn't do it without everybody. I mean, first of all, it's the speakers who send in their videos, and they give of their time freely and their knowledge base, which we're big believers in information sharing. That's really what Greenroofs.com is all about. But we also need some financial support from our sponsors and exhibitors. So if you want to get your company highlighted, you can still do that, because after January, everything will be on demand through the end of 2020, and the Expo page will remain open. So that's something to think about. I don't know if you want to say anything else, Aramis, about that?
No, that's good. That's the comment about the Expo page. That's good.
Yeah. And then just, why these virtual summits? Why did Greenroofs.com decide to start with a virtual summit? We go to many physical conferences throughout the year, and we love it for many reasons. The interaction with people. What?
Throughout the world.
Throughout the world, yeah, definitely. And there's nothing like talking to a live audience and getting that feedback, and then being able to hang out afterwards and catch up. But in terms of your ecological footprint, you can't beat an online conference. And the fact that it's open to everyone who has access to internet is very important. And our job is to continue promoting the green roof and green wall industry, along with greater living architecture and green infrastructure worlds as well. And this is our 5th time, and we're very lucky that we were able to offer free registration. And to be honest, Aramis has been pushing for that for a few years, trying to convince me. But we, with the support of our sponsors, were able to forego the registration fees, which we've always kept low, because the whole point of this is to encourage participation. But I think that's one reason why it's our most successful virtual summit, because all you have to do is register, and you're in, and you can watch all these videos. So we're happy about that.
You can plug your top 10 presentation.
Do I want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Sure. I used to do it with Haven Kiers, if you remember, first maybe 7 years or so. We started in 2007, and she's a hoot, and the two of us together, it's pretty funny. But she had to bow out a few years ago, and I miss her. But I compile these through a lot of people's input, including Aramis. He sends me a lot of projects that he comes across in his daily news feed searches. And I'm on media lists for all kinds of architects, landscape architect firms, designers. So, and of course I search the globe high and low too, because there's so much out there, so much information, sometimes too much, but it's hard for me to narrow down the projects I want to highlight. And the way I do it is I first figure out the projects that I feel need to be highlighted for some reason. And then I look for commonality in terms of categories. Then I come up with, the cute little titles for them, and then try and limit myself to 3 per category. But of course, number 10, which is the ones for the unique boutique green roofs and walls, always gets a few more, as well as the number 1 position. But it's a lot of fun. And this year we have some really important projects on many levels. So I invite you to please do watch my 2019 top 10 list of hot trends in green roof and green wall design. And that's, I think, all I'm going to plug for my own video. But this is my 13th year of doing it, so it's pretty fun. So I guess we'll wrap it up. And once again, thank you for your participation and for watching our video. And I'd like to say that please come see us throughout the world. Right now, we're planning on attending the Green Roof Conference in Berlin in June. And in Philadelphia in November is the Cities Alive Green Roof and Wall Conference. So we'll be there. So hopefully we'll see you there or some other place in the world, right?
Right.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye everybody.